Didn't even get to cross.
What's going on, YouTube? Today I'm bringing you a continuation of the first tutorial I made on text editing. In the video I did tell you that you needed to have your text white for a reason, and I really didn't explain fully why that is, but today I hope I will bring some or shed some light on that issue. Let's get started. To begin with, let's get rid of this because we want to work with that, so let's mute that track. So we got this going on. Okay, first of all, let's see the effect of changing the color. Let's say you have your text and you like this blue right here. If you come in and you change your text to blue, you can emphasize the blue on the picture. If the background is really cool but there's some colors in there you don't like, you can actually change the whole image just by switching the color. You want some greens, you got greens. You want some reds, you got reds. Some yellows kind of work, but not really. There's not really a true yellow. Purple is the same thing, or maroon, whatever color that is. But usually a red color, a blue color. Your main colors usually will show through a lot. Again, a white just pretty much gives you whatever background it was, but the black will just change it to black text. Again, it kind of changes the opacity on it, but really all it is it's muting all the other colors and changing it to black. If you had a white image and you went like that, you'd still have a fully black image. So now that we got that out of the way, I wanted to show you a cool trick for text that you can actually mess with. First things first, let's add a little bit of tracking so we can spread the words out a little bit more. Okay, so we got our text. It doesn't have an outline. It kind of looked like it does, but it doesn't. So let's hit an outline. Let's make it red just so it can stand out. So now we got a red outline. Looks pretty cool, whatever. Now let's turn this back on. So in this outline, as you can see, it's tiny. It does its job. You can actually see it accentuate, but it's not really what you want. Or maybe it is, but it's not really what I want. What you can do, if you come into this, again, you can change it to whatever color. You can mess around with it. But if you go to true black, you got an outline with the words, with a background, and all that's cool, right? Yeah, sure. But I can show you something even cooler. Let's say you have that going on and you're like, you know, I wish this outline had some sort of effect to it. It already does. It actually has the mask that you applied. Let's take this feathering off. If you increase the width on this, it's not that apparent, but you can see that the actual mask is applied to the outline too, right here, right here. So if you go into the text color, if you lower the opacity on it, now you got a cutout of your word or whatever title with the mask applied only to the outline. If you actually make the outline thicker, as you can see, you have that mask back there. And let's say, yeah, but I still don't like the red. Let's make it blue then. There you go. But you're like, yeah, it's still a little muddy. Okay, well, how about we change it back to white? What is white gonna do for us? It's gonna give us the full color palette that the original background came with. And that's what we end up with. Again, let's mute this track so you can see it better. That is a good effect right there. It is a cutout. Now let's say, again, it's a little too muddy. Come in, change the opacity of this, and now you got that. Change it to blue, now you got that. One thing I do want to warn you guys about is if you change this to a complete white and you have full opacity, you get this block of nothing. I don't know why you would want that, but just lower the opacity on it, you start seeing stuff. Lower it all the way again, you get your cutout. That is pretty cool effect. And that is the outline trick. Let's take that off. Let's go back. Okay. Alright. Now the last thing I wanted to show you guys is text revealing. Now, I have seen some YouTube videos and some of them tell you that for text revealing you have to add a bunch of tracks and then add word by word or letter by letter, and you have to drop them in at a certain time and you have to mess with intervals and whatever. That's fine, but I can show you a easier way or a trick that I found to actually make the text reveal without having to do all that other legwork. Let's get rid of this interval because that, let's restore this, because that interval was the actual panning of the thing. So now we got nothing. This does nothing. So let's say you're looking at your text and you have a song in the background and everything's going on cool and you're like, I like that, but I want my text to reveal, let's say from the left to the right. Okay, so your first instinct would be put this thing on the left. By the way, if you hold shift, you can actually snap to grid, which makes things a lot easier to line up. That way you don't have things all over the place. So right there, this would be your natural instinct if you wanted your text to reveal from left to right. That's at least my natural instinct. But if we come over here, let's say we want to do it in 4 seconds, and then we restore it so it can show the full effect. This is not gonna work even though you're on the left, because you want stuff to go left to right. It actually starts going from the right to the left, and now you're sitting there thinking, that doesn't make sense. Well, when you look at it in context, it does make sense. This is your camera. Your camera is gonna reveal things however you place them. If you look at this camera right now, you're not going right to left. You're actually going left to right, because this is the right edge of the camera. This image is coming in this way. So this camera moving this way, it's actually showing on the right, coming in this way. So that's why your text is showing this way. If you actually wanted to show this way, you would have to grab your camera and bring it in over here. Now your edge is on the left, so this would be your left to right. There you go. And again, it's kind of very simple. Like, if you want this to show up in 2 seconds, you just grab this last one, which is your full effect, and you just bring it into 2 seconds and hit play. Now that happens. Now again, let's say you wanted it to go from top to bottom. This is my natural reaction. Top, bottom, bam. No. This again is gonna show the bottom going to the top because it comes down this way. Bottom to the top. That's, if that's what you want, that's fine, but that's not what I want. So again, this is actual top to bottom. All you got to be thinking about is what edge of the camera you're gonna use. If you want things to show up from the top to the bottom, you put the camera on the top. The picture and the camera need to be this way, so this would be top to bottom. If you want right to left, this is your left edge, and it's gonna come into the right. So right to left would be on this side, right edge to the left. If you want left to right, same thing, left edge of the camera going to the right. And again, you guys probably already got this by now, but that is essentially how you make some text reveal with very low maintenance. It's pretty simple, pretty cool. I like it. Again, you can use these effects on anything. It's pretty interesting what else you can do with it. But I would like to thank you guys for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. If you would like to see me make more videos, please let me know in the comments down below what you want me to research or check out. That way I can get going on that. But thank you for watching.
Didn't even get to cross.